Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 17 career mode. This is episode number 60, and today, as you can see, we are starting off with the January transfer window opening for Middlesbrough. And of course, as you guys know, we are going to see the conclusion to the Martin de Roon saga. Is our captain going to leave, or is he going to stay? Well, you'll find out in today's episode. Also, to begin the episode as well, look at the youth monthly report too. You see Sean Baker looks really good in our academy right now. Cannot wait to promote the 15-year-old. And also as well, you see the board come to us regarding the sale of Martin de Roon, and do say that following a board meeting this morning, we have decided, in a bid to act quickly to protect the harmony of the squad, to accept an offer for Martin de Roon. So the board have came to us, they've said they've had a meeting, and they decided to accept a bid for our captain, and that's it, he's going. You know, Martin de Roon is off, he will not be staying, and it'll either go to one of the bids that an AI club puts in behind your back that you don't find out about, or he'll be going to Arsenal, because as you can see, we had a transfer over here from Arsenal, and the Gunners put a bid in for our captain Martin de Roon on the first day of the January transfer window. £2 million under his valuation, £9.5 million. And I was sitting there thinking, well, I could accept that less than valuation bid, because as you guys know, when the board accepts a bid behind your back, you don't find out about it. It's just pot luck, really. You might get some decent money, or most of the time you'll get under the valuation. But I asked for £15 million for the Gunners for our captain. He's an important member of our side. We shall wait and see what the side from the Emirates Stadium say. And Martin de Roon is going to leave in the January transfer window, but where will he go? We will find out in today's episode, as Heinz came to us as well and said he wants to get sold too. How about that? As soon as the January transfer window opens, Dominic Heinz now wants to lead the club. What is going on? We're top of the table, for goodness sake, and now our captain and Dominic Heinz both want to lead the club. But still, you can take a look at the squad report right here as well, as we have now into January. And also, as this is Saturday morning for you guys too, if you get this video to 1,500 likes, I'll upload another episode of career mode later on tonight. Just remembered that it's Saturday morning for you guys today. If you want to see another episode of career mode later on tonight, get this video to 1,500 likes, and I'll upload another episode after the Chelsea Spurs game. So look at the squad report then. You can see how the players are currently getting on. Salah out to an 86 overall. That is absolutely fantastic. Our best player in the first team right now. He's been really good in recent weeks. Barbosa out to an 84 overall as well. And of course, Davis and Menendez continue to improve as well. I look at the league table too. As you can see, 18 games in, 1 game away from being halfway through the season. Top of the table by 15 points right now. Chelsea and Liverpool with 30 points each in second and third respectively. And also only 5 goals conceded in 18 games. It's been an unbelievable start to us this season, particularly defensively. And also our Champions League draw 2 for the round of 16 has been made, and as you can see, a bit of bad news, a bit of bad luck. Yeah, it's been a while, but as you can see, we'll be taking on Bayern Munich, Carlo Ancelotti's side, over 2 legs in the round of 16. So we topped our group comfortably, but unfortunately do not get an easy tie in the round of 16. That's going to be a very tough one indeed. But as you can see as well, the board once again come to us regarding Dominic Heinz this time, and say that we need to get him out of the club, as he's costing the club a significant salary. So the board really are playing hardball with me right now, seriously. They want the cash, they want the money. They don't care about the squad right now that's doing so well. They want to see de Roon leave and Heinz leave, and de Roon is definitely going to leave, and probably to Arsenal as well, because they came back to us regarding our counter offer of £15 million. Wouldn't match it, but would give us £12 million, and it looks like de Roon will make his final appearance as captain of Middlesbrough in the first game of the episode away against Aston Villa at Villa Park.
What we've got in this game, Alan, is a visiting team that won't be fazed by the atmosphere in this ground, because they know they can defend.
Well, they've got some good individuals at the back, and they've also got great understanding across that back line.
And coming into the game, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith would briefly touch on what I mentioned a minute ago, our fantastic defensive work this season in a much changed Middlesbrough side coming into this game away at Villa Park as well. But Martin de Roon would start in the defensive midfield position, as you would expect, as our captain in probably his final game for the club. And as you can see, straight from the first whistle, he showed exactly what we're going to miss when he does end up leaving, probably to the Emirates Stadium. A couple of big tackles to break up an Aston Villa attack there, as the score was still deadlocked at 0-0. 1-0. And in the 26th minute, once again, hustling here, Derone win the ball back for us. This is what we are going to miss when Derone leaves us. Wins it back off here of his man. Finds Saido Berahino, takes it around his man, goes for goal. It's a good save by Golini, though, who prevents our top scorer from scoring once again. So still goalless in this game, but right from the first whistle, you knew Martin Derone was going to be up for it in probably his final game as skipper. Couple of good saves by Golini, though, but the score was still 0-0. But from our second corner, Ramirez whipped it into the middle and found Mauricio Lemos, one of the rare first 11 players still starting in this game. And Mauricio heads in his second goal for the club and of the season as well, as he makes it Aston Villa 0, Middlesbrough 1. Great delivery by Ramirez, having a very good season for us. And there's our new number 6 to head in and score his second goal for Middlesbrough. So 1-0 to the away side. We did play better in the first half. We're deserving of our lead as well. And despite fielding so many changes for this game too, we really should have made it 2-0 in the second half here with a couple of great chances. But one of our former fullbacks, Fabio, made a couple of brilliant goal line clearances here and kept the score at 1-0. And in the 58th minute here from a set piece, Ramirez whips in the corner towards Tammy Abraham with a bicycle kick. And Fabio does it once again. 3 goal line clearances, 13 minutes into the second half. Incredible stuff from the Brazilian there. So still 1-0 to the Borough. But Villa didn't really threaten this game at all. We were the far superior side. We controlled this game, really. That's the best way of putting it. And his stoppage time should have made it 2-0. Derone on the ball, turns his man, holds him off, finds Tammy Abraham through the gap towards João Cancelo off the bench, but our right back was denied by a great save by Golini as he turned the shot onto the bar and denied our Portuguese fullback from scoring. So 1-0 the final score. We get the win away at Villa Park despite making so many changes due to the fact we had a game against Liverpool 2 days later. And as you can see, we should have scored more goals, really. 11 shots, 8 on target, 57% possession, and a really controlled win. And no surprises, my man of the match went to Martin Derone on surely his final game for the club. The captain is almost certainly leaving. His departure is imminent, but a great display from the skipper as he shows us what we're going to miss. Still following that, a big came in here for Ethan Richardson. And how about this? Our 18-year-old academy graduate was wanted by the Spanish side Villarreal on a 2-year loan. I was like, do you really need him? But I thought, you know what, if you want him, you can take him. A 2-year loan for Richardson. I was thinking he's only 62 overall, 18 years old. Not sure what they'll do with him out in Spain, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So he's gone to Villarreal on a 2-year loan deal. And then following that, how about this? Adama comes to us and says he wants a wage increase, and the board come to us a couple of days later and say they've had an unpleasant conversation with the agent of Adama and they've decided to put him on the transfer list. So how about that? We're having a magical season with Middlesbrough right now. We're 1 week into the January transfer window and the board are trying to mess it all up for us. What's going on? First they decide that Derone's going to lead the club. They're taking the matter out of my own hands. Then they're saying transfer list Dominic Hines is not good enough. He's costing the club money. We don't want him here anymore, even though I still use him quite often. And now with Adama, they're putting him on the transfer list because I haven't given a new contract yet. Unbelievable stuff. The board are doing everything they can to make this as hard as possible for me. 1 week into the January transfer window. So for the second and final game of today's episode here, we host the only Premier League side to beat us so far in the league, Liverpool, here at the Riverside Stadium. We lost a reverse fixture 1-0 away at Anfield thanks to a Daniel Sturridge goal. So coming into this one, we're looking for revenge and looking to extend the gap at the top of the table to 15 points once again. There's no start for the main man, Derone, either. He's on the bench, and Henry Davis, at just 19 years old, will captain the team for the first time. Can the teenager lead us to a revenge victory here, or will we fail to get the job done with our skipper sidelined? Let's find out. Come on, the Borough. Thiago shut down by Barbosa. Well done now through towards Hughes. And Hughes back towards Cancelo as we just try and get a foot on the ball just to start this game off. No Martin Derone in the team despite the man-of-the-match performance against Villa. He's just too tired to play this game, really. I thought he would have been gone by now, to be honest, but instead, maybe he's having cold feet. Doesn't want to go to Arsenal just yet as Salah is released down the right-hand side. And they've left him, Liverpool, and Salah is free to surely make it 1-0. Karius makes the save, and that was a real opportunity. The centre-backs didn't want to come across, despite the fact there was no one else helping out on defence. Salah was through, and really I should have made it 1-0, but then this is corners whipped in, and it's clearly open for Storey. Golden chance there, and I failed to take advantage. There's Mauricio through towards Cancelo down the right-hand side looking for Salah. What a ball that is by the right back. And it's Salah versus Moreno. Battle of the pace merchants. Salah wins the battle. Comes inside. Rainbow flick over his man. Oh, Carvalho didn't get there. And Karius makes a very good save on Salah. If it wasn't for the German shot stopper, we'd surely be in front. Another good save. Still 0-0. And that's the half-time whistle. Liverpool have got to step their game up in the second half. That was a poor first half showing from so far the only team to beat us in the league. They've got to change things. Corner to Middlesbrough just after the break. Diego takes it into the middle, and Hughes goes for the header, and it's headed in by someone, and Barbosa is the one that's turned it in and made it 1-0 to Liverpool. 1-0 to Middlesbrough even. 5 minutes after the break, Gabriel Barbosa scores once again. That is his third goal, I think, in 2 games, and it's 1-0 to the Borough, and we take the lead just after the break. Diego whipped the corner into the middle, and Hughes tried to flick it on, and in the end headed it towards Barbosa. And I got to be honest here, that is very, very lucky indeed, because I was hammering down circle like a madman, and in the end Barbosa gets to the ricochet and heads it past carries and into the back of the net. So 1-0 to the Borough. We strike first in the second half, and it's Barbosa who reaches 9 goals in the Premier League. He's not going to do a Vieto. I'm not going to let it happen. It's 1-0 to the hosts, and we take the lead in the second half. We're still leading by 1. Liverpool not really doing too much to show us that they're still in this game. They've had 1 shot through Firmino, but other than that, very few chances. But whenever I say that, you know what happens. Klein sprints down the right-hand side, and the chance here for the away side. Good cross in the middle as well, but there is Cancelo with the clearance. Only as far as Carvalho, though. And Carvalho storms inside, finds his man Lallana. Good touch by Lallana. Through towards Sturridge. Sturridge goes for goal. Oh, what a chance for the guy that scored the winner against us in the reverse fixture. And he miskicked it with that weaker right foot. Golden opportunity, big let off for us. There's Toby Alderweireld for Liverpool, storming down the right-hand side here to Belgium, and Davis does well to come across and make the tackle. Well done, and Hoofs it clear. What a game the Hoover has had, starting as captain for us, and Carvalho flicks it on only towards Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse takes it around 1, through towards Barbosa. Brilliant chance here, Barbosa to Berahino to secure the points late on. Sido denied by a brilliant save by Karius. And there is the full-time whistle as well. Final score, Middlesbrough 1, Liverpool 0. We get revenge on the only Premier League side to beat us in the league this season by a 0-0, courtesy of Gabby Gold doing it once again. 3-2 for the boy who hadn't scored in 2 months. Now he's back to his best, and isn't that great to see? 1-0 to the Borough. What a fantastic season this has been so far. Liverpool didn't really threaten us too much in this game. I felt we were the stronger side and deserved the 3 points. And I'm going to give man of the match to Davis as well. Apparently he lost 2 headers and a tackle as well. That's not true. He won a few headers in this game, to be honest. The stats for headers in this game is just so weird. But anyway, Davis man of the match. A great performance from a 19-year-old captain, helping us keep a clean sheet, and a massive 3 points. And we are going to end today's episode off with what we all knew was going to happen as well. Martin de Roon has finally agreed a contract with Arsenal and is off to the Emirates Stadium for £12 million. He said he was homesick. Well, he's gone to London, so he's a little closer to home, but he's still in the same country. How about that? And soon we'll be taking on Arsenal as well. What an interesting game that will be at the Riverside Stadium, where de Roon will probably end up returning to the club he's abandoned. But that will end today's episode of the FIFA 17 career mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do leave a like. Likes are of course much appreciated, and they really help the channel grow. I said de Roon is leaving the club, he's abandoned. Well, we're not really in a bad state right now. 15 points clear at the top of the table after that past win against Liverpool, and what a big 3 points that was. So much love to you all. Have a great Saturday morning. Don't forget 1,500 likes for another episode of career mode later tonight after the final game of the Premier League, and hopefully I'll see you for the next episode of career mode later on tonight.